Hey, what's up guys, this is Liam on CSGO Station, and today I want to talk about the toxic community within CSGO and how to deal with toxic players that you run into. I'm sure if you've played more than 5 minutes of Counter-Strike competitive, you'll realise that very often you'll probably be called a Suka Bliet, and you'll probably have some Russian rage quitting on you, or just shouting down the mic at you because you're a noob or a newbie and he's really good, and to buy him the AWP because he's sick and he wants to carry everyone. So I mean, the first thing to know, and this is specifically aimed at people that are solo queuers, is that when you go into a game and you run into people, don't automatically assume that you are the most important player on the team, and don't automatically assume that you are the best player on the team. The worst thing about solo queuers is that they bait their teammates to get their own kills, and what makes it worse than that is that they don't realise that they're doing it. People call baits in situations where they're actually not being baited, and then they will go and perform said bait on someone that they don't even realise that they're doing it. So what people will do is they will purposely, or sometimes even unconsciously, bait the teammate by letting them go outside on first and not trading with them, and assuming that their death isn't going to be that much of a problem to your team because you're going to carry the whole thing. And that's just not how the game works. If you want to be someone that isn't a toxic player, you need to be the guy that just goes out there to win the game for your team. The most important thing to remember, guys, is that the amount of kills you have does not equal the amount that you are contributing to your team. If someone's shouting at you saying that you're bad because you're currently negative in the game, they probably don't understand that your 6 kills and 10 deaths have contributed a lot to your team. Someone that's got a negative kill to death ratio in a game could be very important. They could be getting all the information. They might be getting great callouts, or they might have assists. They might have done 90 damage to 3 people in the same round, and then the guy that's calling you a Suka is probably the guy that's raking up them kills, and he's got a great KD, but that doesn't mean that he's doing well. That doesn't mean that he's any more important to the game than you are. If someone in your game is so toxic to the point where you are being tilted by them, or they're just too loud for you to concentrate, the only thing you can really do is mute them and just try and play your own game and play with your team. The thing that's never going to work is if you get toxic teammates and you act toxic back to them. You tilt each other, you shout at each other until someone leaves or someone shoots someone in the head, and then in the next round the next guy retaliates by shooting them back in the head, and then they get kicked and it's 4v5. And in some situations, actually, I have had that happen, and it's actually been better for my team, and we've won 4v5 because the very toxic player has left. Generally, toxic players are people that think they're better at the game than they actually are. They think that getting frags are important when they're not. Getting information, doing damage, even saving sometimes is a very good thing to do in a round. Getting kills, being top of the team means nothing in the game. I play in a team of 5 people regularly, and I am the guy that gets the most frags. But I have a lot of respect for the people I play with that peek onto site first, but they trust me to trade for them. I'm not a toxic player baiting them specifically, they're actually baiting themselves for other players in the game to get kills. If you're playing with a toxic player, the best thing you can do is mute them and try and bait yourself for them. Even though that might take a hit at your self-respect and dignity, sometimes it's just better to be the team player than the hate basher that the guy calling you a Suka is being on your team. That is the best way to deal with these people. You've got to ignore them, block them, and just try and play as a team. And don't be that guy, more importantly. Don't be that guy that is having a go at your team because you've got kills and you say your team is bad. More than likely, you are unconsciously baiting your teammates. They're trying to get kills, they're doing damage, you're the last guy left, you lurk and you get 3 trash frags that don't mean anything. And that is the most important thing to learn, is that frags do not equal skill. I hope this helped some of you guys and give you a different outlook on the game. Don't be that guy. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel, and have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.